Hello, Just2Good here, and welcome to the 9th episode of the Just2Podcast, the podcast where it's just two of us, where we talk about Lego and have a good time. Today I'm joined by someone who completes the Sardonicast trio on the Just2Podcast, a YouTuber I've been watching for quite a while, Ralph the Movie Maker.
What? Who's this guy?
How are you doing today, Ralph?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm very glad that I got you on. And to start us off, for those who don't watch your channel, what kinds of videos do you bring to the table?
Well, first of all, I make the movie reviews. That's what everyone enjoys. I mean, Sometimes movie reviews, sometimes like David Lynchian like disasters.
We'll get to the David Lynch stuff later. And the kids are like, what is that?
It's and I make some short films every once in a while, depending on what I'm doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I ask this question to everybody who appears on here. Do you consider your videos kid friendly?
I would not consider my videos kid friendly, but maybe a little.
Have to agree there.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Yeah. I think like 13 and up, like.
Okay. That's a fair age range. Yeah,
that's when you discover some cuss words.
Exactly. There's a lot of cussing. That's probably the main thing. Yeah. Uh-huh. But I have to tell you, Ralph, I've been following your channel for years, like on and off. Like I think around like 2012 or 2013, you posted or somebody posted your videos to the YMS subreddit, and I was like huge into the subreddit for Your Movie Sucks. And I was like, this dude's interesting. He's a lot like YMS. And this was like back in like 2013, I think. With which one was it? It was like, I think it was like your Man of Steel review or something like around that time. And so it's just
that's like
crazy.
My second one.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy seeing how much you've grown from there. Like I remember when you had like 10,000 subscribers or whatever. And now you're blowing up. I mean, you're doing great. So congrats to that. I mean,
thank you. I appreciate that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So this is a Lego channel. So I'm curious. I remember reading an article about you and. It said you used to make Lego stop motion. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, that's totally correct. Because, when I started out my YouTube channel, it was just whatever I felt like making. So I made, at first I made just Lego stop motion shorts, which were awful because I was like 13, right? So, whatever.
Of course.
And then as I got older, I saw Red Letter Media's review, right? I looked up to the Nostalgia Critic. I looked up to him when I was younger, right?
We all did at one point when we were younger. Yes, we all did at one point.
And, James Rolfe, what he did with AVGN, and then Adam even. And then and then I just made videos like that because I enjoyed it. And I brought, some of my filmmaking style into it as I've grown older,
I see.
And it just makes it more interesting.
I totally understand. Do you still buy Lego, or is this something that you just did?
I still do every once in a while. The thing is, they're so expensive, so it's like a collector's item. Like I'd rather buy a Blu-ray on Criterion or something. But every once in a while, like there was this pirate ship. I wanted to get that, so I just got a pirate ship and I built it, and it's in my brother's room. Yeah, so I I'll build a good Lego set every once in a while.
I see. What's the last one you think you've gotten? Was it that pirate ship?
I think it was the pirate ship. I had the Death Star at one point.
Oh, nice.
I had a bunch of cars from Indiana Jones or something.
Oh, yeah, those go for a lot on eBay, the Indiana Jones sets and stuff like that.
And then the Lego movies are great.
Yeah, of course.
So
and we were going to get into that. I mean, I don't remember you talk. Did you talk about Lego Batman in any of your videos? I don't remember.
I think I briefly mentioned it in that video where I talk about every movie I saw the year it came out.
Oh, there you go. Because I know you love the Lego movie. Understandable. Well, what did you think about Batman? Lego Batman.
I liked it. It's better than anything DC has done with Batman in 10 years, right? The normal movies. And there was just some really... I mean, it relies solely on Batman. Like, if you have no connection to Batman at all, the movie just doesn't really work. And it relies too much on references, I think.
That's true.
But it's just... If you're in on the joke, it's just a great dissection of Batman.
Definitely. They did
his Joker relationship, how it's like they're a couple. I love that. That's so funny.
It was definitely a creative spin on that whole thing. I was like, wow, that's pretty clever. Yeah. Did you see the Lego Ninjago movie?
That I did not see. That's the one that just kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah, nobody saw it. Every time I asked somebody on this podcast, they were always like, wait, that happened, or I didn't see that one, because it's just like. I don't know why they made it the same year as Lego Batman. Maybe if they released it this year, it might have gotten a little bit more steam, but it felt very rushed and it wasn't really good.
I honestly feel like watching it now. I just completely forgot it came out. I don't see these movies in theaters usually, unless I'm with my little brother.
I see.
But so Ninjago just came out. I think I was in college, and then he's at home, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go see it.
Hey, if you watch it, it would be interesting to see a video on it because I think you wouldn't like it. I feel like it would be one that you would actually review because it's not really the best.
That's not
compared
good.
to like Batman and Lego Movie. Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you have any like Lego growing up, like when you were really younger? Do you have any like childhood Lego memories?
Oh yeah, God. I went to Legoland. You ever go to the Legoland amusement parks?
That was very recently. I went there because I got I got in there for free, and it was definitely for kids. Yeah, as an adult.
Which one did you go to? There's the one in Florida.
Florida, because I'm in Florida.
Okay, and then there's the one in California somewhere. I went to both. The one in California is pretty. It's much nicer than the one in Florida.
You think so? Yeah, because I was not impressed by the one in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, the Florida one kind of sucks, and it was empty. Like we went in, and there were like 5 people waiting outside, and then one woman comes out like, "Are you guys ready to go to Legoland?" And then like 3 people were like, "Yay!" I was like, "Oh god."
Oh no. Oh man. Was that when you were really young, or was that more recently?
No, that was more recently. I think I went to the first Lego park when I was like 13. And then the second one when I was like 16. And it's it's 50 minutes away from Disneyland, which is what everyone's there for. Like you go to Disneyland and then you go to like SeaWorld one day and then Universal one day, right?
Universal, of course, yeah.
But like Legoland's like an hour away from everything else.
Legit, and it's definitely on like a lower level than all those other ones because those other ones are just. Yeah. In my opinion, so much better.
They're so much better.
For all ages, yeah.
I mean, even the Holy Land is near, like, it's 20 minutes away. That's like the Christian amusement park.
I always pass by that place. Yeah, it's it's almost like a coliseum.
That's why it makes money, because it's near Disneyland. It probably has more visitors than the Lego park.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, Legoland is definitely not for me. Maybe some of my younger viewers will like it, but yeah, but hey, with the topic of those movies, for some movie questions, since I have a lot of younger fans, what are some of your favorite movies suitable for all ages?
Suitable for all ages. Well, I recently rewatched The Incredibles, which is fantastic. That's probably
I gotta rewatch it for the sequel. But
yeah, I feel that way too. The new one looks pretty good. I mean, we'll see. They all said they would not make an Incredibles 2 unless they had an idea that was good.
That's what Brad Bird said, I think, And it was just, I don't know, the trailers haven't really wowed me for Incredibles 2, but I love the first one.
Yeah, because I think they're hiding something.
That's true.
I think they're totally hiding something.
Definitely, because they keep showing some of the same clips, so it's like maybe there is something more to this. So I'm going to see it, of course, when it comes out. Hopefully you'll do a reel it in, a little video on it.
Yeah, I would love to.
Of course. Besides Incredibles, any other ones?
Ooh, man. You know, I actually have a list on my phone. I could pull that up. But right off the bat, there's also... I mean, would you call Scott Pilgrim suitable for all ages?
You know, honestly, I think so. Like,
I mean, it's like teenager, but definitely more teenager.
Like, if you're over 10, I think it's fine. Not even like over 13, over 10, it's fine. Good.
Because, like, I saw that, me and my little brother, again, we've seen that movie more than any other movie. Like, that movie is so funny, and it's got so many layers of jokes every time you watch it. It's just endlessly
that's Edgar Wright for you. I mean, all his films are just so rewatchable. Like,
that's his masterpiece, is Scott Pilgrim. It's, brilliant.
I never saw that one, the third one of the Cornetto trilogy. Was that good? I mean, it's not for kids.
Which one? Oh yeah, the Cornetto trilogy is not for kids.
Yeah, that's not for kids.
Oh, The World's End. The World's End is great too.
It's good? Okay, that's the only one I haven't seen of all his movies.
Oh, it's very good. I think it's the best made movie out of the 3, even though it's the least funny. Yeah, it's still funny, but it's not as funny as Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Fuzz. But did you pull up that list yet?
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Oh man, my first 10 are like all violent movies. Oh boy, Whiplash, not for kids. Star Wars, definitely. I guess.
Star Wars is...
I bet you've all seen Star Wars, right?
Of course. My fans love Star Wars and Marvel and DC and... Yeah. Well, maybe not DC, but Marvel and Star Wars, because that's what Lego is so tied into.
Yeah. See, like, most of my favorite kids' movies are Pixar stuff, because I grew up with Pixar. Like, their golden age was basically when I was growing up.
Of course, so, same here.
Up is my second favorite.
So good.
Up is... Like, it's a heartbreaking movie for the first 20 minutes. And then
legit, I know Adam
becomes hilarious.
Only likes the first, 5 minutes, and then the rest he said was kind of bland. I like the whole movie, though.
I love the whole movie. I think the first 5 minutes is obviously the best part.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
So you're bound to go downhill after that. It's like Saving Private Ryan is the Omaha Beach scene. But this is not for kids. Sorry, let's not use Saving Private Ryan as an example, actually.
But yeah. Did you see any of the more recent Pixar movies like Finding Dory? All these, in my opinion, not so good ones. I liked Coco, though. Did you like Coco?
I did like Coco. I did see it, I think, a month ago or something. But I did like it a lot. It's better than Finding Dory, I think. And
Finding Dory was just kind of lame, in my opinion.
Yeah, Finding Dory. And, like, everything, Brave was kind of lame. Monsters University, even though I love Monsters, Inc. That's another one of my favorites as a kid.
That's a classic, yeah.
You know what's a great kids movie, also?
What?
Probably something, I don't know if your fans have all seen this, E.T. Because it's just an older movie.
It's kind of sad that, some of these older movies, if it doesn't have, like, a reboot or anything, a lot of newer kids aren't inclined to see it. Like, I don't know. I that's what I've experienced recently, because when I was covering these, because they made Lego E.T. very recently, a lot of them was like, oh, I haven't seen this one. So I feel like if they did, like, a E.T. 2, which, I don't want, but I feel like then a lot more new kids would see it. Yeah. That's one, like, it's like Back to the Future, E.T., Jaws, you just don't touch those. I don't know.
Yeah, but, and Hollywood hasn't touched them yet, so let's hope they never do.
Yeah,
but they always could.
We have that new giant shark movie, which...
yeah.
Did you see that one? That the Meg trailer?
Is that the one with Jason Statham?
Yeah. That looks like it could be ridiculously fun or just bad. I don't know.
All these action movies look like, the parody trailers at the beginning of Tropic Thunder. Like, it's like we're living it now.
Yeah, I could see that.
Another reference for a movie kids can't watch.
We're just going to be referencing all these adult movies. Speaking of which...
Don't watch these movies I'm referencing.
Yeah, I was actually going to go straight because I've been wanting you to discuss this more. I know you like David Lynch movies, and he might be like my favorite director for how unique he is. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, some of his movies are straight up pretentious, like Inland Empire I did not like at all. I thought
that's a dense one. And that's one he made up as he went along, too. It's an interesting experiment in the context of it's him, but aside from that,
It was just, I don't know, I couldn't take it. I loved last year's Twin Peaks The Return. I remember in one of your videos you used the music from Twin Peaks The Return. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it?
I watched it recently because my roommate Zach has introduced me to David Lynch. Like, I never watched any David Lynch before. And I just... I fell in love with him. I've watched everything he did. I've seen every one of his movies at this point, except his most normal one, which is Elephant Man.
Really? Oh, I was going to say that. Did you see The Straight Story? That's his most normal
Straight Story either. I did not see that.
That is, honestly, Straight Story is so underrated because it is his most normal one, but I think it's such a good... And I could say that Straight Story is for all ages. It's such a good movie. It's rated G. It's so good.
I mean, even the title, he called it Straight Story.
Literally,
it's just this is really, just straightforward. Yeah.
Exactly, and I don't see much talk about it, and it's such a freaking good film.
Because it's not like a David Lynch movie, but it's him showing he has range, which I always appreciate.
Yeah. I like it more than Elephant Man.
Really?
Yeah, but Elephant Man's still fantastic. Elephant Man is still a great film.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so did you like The Return? Was it like what did you
I
think
really
about
liked it. I thought it was fascinating every episode. There were so many... Like, even if you legit don't know what's going on, that's fine, right? Because I didn't really watch the first 2 seasons of Twin Peaks. I know what happens, and I watched some episodes, and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But, like, what keeps you engaged in that show is that there's so many great little scenes in it, like, from so many great characters. Like, there's this couple that work at the police station, I think. And she's like, she has a box of donuts in the front.
Yeah. That's the
and
I can't believe I'm forgetting their names, but
her and her husband are looking at chairs on the internet.
Yeah,
and then she's like, "I want the red chair," and then he's like, "I want the blue chair," and then she yells louder, "I want the red chair," and he goes, "I'm sorry, honey."
Yeah, then, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I think it's Sheriff Andy that's the guy.
Yeah,
that
was great.
I love those characters.
That was a great scene. And then and then she buys the blue chair for him, and it's so sweet. And scenes like that litter Twin Peaks. Oh, I also haven't seen his the Twin Peaks movie, Fire Walk with Me.
Oh, really?
No,
that's a really divisive film. When I first saw it, I didn't really like it, but I rewatched it and I started to appreciate it more because it's a very interesting film. Definitely not for kids, but you should check it out. It's good stuff. Yeah. But I mean, do you think they would ever do a Twin Peaks season 4, or is it good where it ended?
It's honestly, if David David Finch. David Lynch. It's honestly if David Lynch feels like doing it. Like,
yeah,
that's how he's always done it. I mean, only he could go, like, I'm going to wait 20 years and then make season 3.
Legit, yeah. Freaking, that one, what was it, episode 7 or 8 of the new series where they...
The black and white
the whole
one?
creation. Yeah, that was just one of the best things I've seen, like, ever. That was such a good episode.
It was.
But, yeah, so good.
High recommendation for Twin Peaks: The Return if you're older.
Exactly. It's a lot. I talked about it in one Lego review, and I got some kids watching it. Yeah, and they were like, "Thank you so much for introducing me to this." I was oh, okay, yeah. Like I had a little reference in a Lego review.
Oh my god!
But,
all right,
yeah.
well.
So what's your favorite David Lynch film out of all of them?
I gotta go with Eraserhead. It's the obvious answer, but
classic. Yeah.
That's an inspiring movie.
Like, yeah, it's very for what he and the budget on it didn't seem too much.
It took him 5 years to film. The
whole thing. Yeah, such an interesting film. Like one I love. Yeah.
The script was like 40 pages long or something. Like it was nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And he just extended it to 90 minutes. Like that shows you. It shows you film can do anything.
There's a lot of quieter moments in there, so it makes sense that it's a So it was great, and that really set off his career. Did you ever see Dune?
I don't like Dune.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Dune's his worst
it was
movie.
like he was having, and then Dune happened because he had Eraserhead, the Elephant Man, and then he went to Dune, and it was just like this almost killed his career. But then he did Blue Velvet after, which is one of my favorites.
Of his best. That's my second favorite. So.
Yeah, and it was crazy. He almost did episode 6 of Star Wars, I believe. He was one of the ones considered for it. Which
George Lucas met him for lunch or something. And then, in his words, he's like, "You started telling me about Ewoks and Wookiees, and I got a headache, and I had to leave." That's basically what he said.
That's hilarious.
I love him.
Man.
That's the thing. He's such an interesting man, too.
He is.
Like, you can look up just videos of him talking, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, like he's had some weird. Like, have you ever seen his Woody Woodpecker collection video?
I have not seen that.
Strange video of these Woody Woodpeckers lined up. Like he was thanking us for celebrating Eraserhead or something. And he had these Woody Woodpeckers, and he called them his children or something. It was very weird.
Oh my god!
It was such a David Lynch thing. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
You gotta love the guy.
Yeah, enough of the David Lynch discussion with us, because viewers can also submit questions. And for those watching who didn't know, you can submit your questions for each guest on the main thread in the subreddit a couple of days before the interview. And the subreddit is literally reddit.com/r/just2good, but it's linked in the description if you need it. Either way, the first one was asked by Wait For It 415, which asked, what was your earliest memory inspiring you to become a filmmaker?
Wow. Earliest memory. Like when you're 5 years old? That's like,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, what was the first moment where you're like, I want to become a filmmaker?
The first movie I ever saw in my life, like in a theater, from what I remember anyway, is the Tigger movie.
Really? Wow.
So I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I love this. Whatever this is, I want to go every week. So I went every week to go see something.
Really?
Every week. And then eventually I started making movies like at 5 years old. They were awful, obviously. But like I would always make movies.
You gotta start somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. The Story of Jonah, I was walking around with like my t-shirt on my head, and my basement was the desert, and my dad was filming the camera, and I was just walking around with no shirt on. It's like the worst thing.
That's hilarious.
But if you keep doing that for how long have I been doing it? 15 years since.
Exactly.
You get better at it.
Yeah. So no, that totally makes sense. Do you still like the Tigger movie to this day?
I do. I love all the Winnie the Pooh movies. Those are some great kids movies too. I mean, obviously you have to be like really young to appreciate.
Well, I haven't seen. I saw Tigger movie. I think Piglet had a movie. Did Piglet have a movie?
Piglet had a movie.
Remember. Yeah, I like Tigger movie growing up though. That was a classic for me. That Goofy movie. Did you ever see Goofy movie?
Oh yeah, Goofy movie's good. Mm-hmm. Disney made some good animated stuff.
Yeah, it was interesting because those were by Disney Toon, which is like they usually make these sequels like Cinderella 3. Like those are bad, but then they made these good like Winnie the Pooh and Goofy movies. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. I never knew that actually.
Yeah. But, so, anyways, WPP98 asked, "Are you happy Paramount is rebooting Transformers after throwing $400 million to last night?"
I didn't even know that. Well, I'm never happy about people losing money, but
yeah, I see. But do you
listen,
think
if they want to keep making
work?
Transformers movies, I'll keep making reviews and I'll make money. So.
Young and Thick asked, as an aspiring filmmaker, were there times you felt that you were in over your head and didn't know what you were doing?
That's all you are as a filmmaker.
Exactly.
That's every moment of your existence. But yeah, you just gotta, you gotta be confident. Like, look, I think I'm doing the right thing. So
Exactly. Yeah.
let's do
That's a
it.
good way to look at it. Yeah.
And sometimes you'll be wrong, but you learn from those mistakes.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
And Jen B asked, "Is there a movie others hated but you liked?"
Others hated, huh? I don't think. I know what. There's this. People don't like this movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is for,
people don't like that. I mean, I have not seen that one yet, but that is my mom's favorite movie. Like one of my.
It's
mom's
the
favorite
Johnny
movies.
Depp movie.
Yeah.
By Terry Gilliam. Yeah, I love that movie, but there's a lot of people who really don't like it. Just think it's stupid.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
But
So
I'm like,
I've heard
so
praise for it. Yeah, but I think it's probably the Rotten Tomato score that's low, and people are like, "Oh, that means it's bad." But
but it's not bad. It's a great movie. It's divisive. Yeah.
I definitely want to see it. Do you think it's for kids?
No. The whole movie's done as like they're on drugs and they're on a trip.
Okay.
Like it's all that logic. So no, for kids, absolutely not. Even though that description's gonna make them want to watch
it. Yeah. All right. Well, I have to check it out soon. And not that Sam Smith asked, would you recommend film school or do you agree with DSLR guy on that issue?
Oh my God! All right. So I don't like this channel, DSLR Guide.
Yeah.
Because it's,
I think you've mentioned it before.
There's a lot of people who say that like you don't need film school, and it's not like you need film school. But if you don't do film school, you got to go immediately into the industry, right? And film school's a great place for you to learn and for you to grow your skills with other talented people who want to do the same thing you're doing, right? And then you learn, the most important thing you learn in film school is cooperation. And that's what these channels don't tell you, is like, oh, you can just do everything on your own. But what makes movies great is that you work with other talented people around you and you make something special. It doesn't all have to be you. You don't have to do everything. So it's a lot of group
projects and stuff like that? I see.
Because not everyone wants to be a director or whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
There's other people who literally just want to help you and do a good job.
Yeah, so was Sauce like a something you did for film school?
That was a 48-hour film I did. We had 48 hours to make it. And it
had
had to be a romance. It had to be a romance.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So we're like, all right, let's come up with this story.
Was it like a competition or a grade?
It was a competition. We just did it for fun.
Cool. Did you get any awards out of it?
Yeah, we came in third place and we got free movie tickets.
Yeah. Well, hey, third place, that's good. So.
Yeah, that's something. And free movie tickets. Which is...
Yeah, of course. Actually, free movie ticket. Have you ever had Movie Pass before?
I just got it.
Nice. I mean, it's probably going to go away in a few months, but...
No, I think... Because the movie theaters don't make any money off the ticket sales, right? Mm-hmm. So this inspires you to go to the theater more and spend more money on concessions.
It's just that the Movie Pass company is like, they have so much debt or something like, I don't know. People are hyping it up, I think. Are hyping up that they're going to go out of business soon, more likely than they are. But I love using it. I mean, it helped me go to all these independent films recently and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's a good system. If they work out the kinks, they can totally.
Exactly. So moving on to channel questions, was there ever a video that you plan on releasing but scrapped?
I feel like there has been. Recently I've never had a chance to review the Emoji Movie, even though I really wanted to, and I have some scripts for it, like some jokes and whatever.
Yeah, I see.
But I've just never been compelled to like, all right, this is the next thing I want to do,
I see. Was that because like other people did it, or was it just because
it's just like... I see. I want to dissect a movie after it's been out for a while. Like, that's why I make my videos 6 months after a movie comes out.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything interesting afterward. Like, The Mummy
Like, I love how you did that
with
the mummy situation, everything. That was really clever.
Yes, because it's like, the movie itself is, it's bad. What about everything around the movie? That's more interesting.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's just everything after is like, the Emoji Movie did fine, and everyone forgot about it, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna make a sequel to that or anything like that. Like it did just okay.
Yeah, like
in terms of box
everyone
office.
hates it. Do I even need to explain why it's bad? It's all in the trailer.
I see.
What else am I gonna add?
Well, yeah. Are there any videos you regret releasing?
No, not really. I made a review of like Only God Forgives when I was younger, and it wasn't a good review. I still stand by it. But it just wasn't. It wasn't well made. And I also don't like to attack like filmmakers who try something and fail, which is what that movie is. I kind of want to go after like big budget movies that are really just bad and corporate. Yeah. Like made by like a company of like 20 writers just writing all the crap.
Or crazy like weird, I don't even know, independent-esque films like Love on a Leash, whatever that was.
Yeah. I don't recommend that movie for children either.
Yeah. At first I thought it was a kid's movie by like, and I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
once I saw your review.
I don't know who that movie is made for, but probably not children.
Unleash Comics on Reddit asked, have you ever considered making videos about movie news and whatnot?
No, not really. I mean, how much news is there for a movie? It's like, comes out, and people like to know they didn't. Like, all I'm gonna say is that I can just dissect all that in like one epic film. Epic review. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, totally. And now for some random questions. Are you spotted in public often?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that go?
It usually goes good. My fans are usually nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Usually nice. Do you have any bad fan stories?
No, not really. My fans have been mostly okay. There was one fan who tried to like contact my mother.
Okay, that's
like your son's an inspiration to me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, all right. Well, you gotta leave my mom alone, dude. But that's it. Like nothing crazy.
Everybody else was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. And Witherright on Reddit asked a question. He says he holds dear to his heart. Just because of that, I had to include it. He said, have you or Adam ever said Fortnite or even are aware of its existence?
Played Fortnite?
It's just, yeah. Have you ever even mentioned it in a conversation?
I haven't talked about Fortnite with Adam, but I play Fortnite every once in a while. That's fun.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It's whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That guy's
game.
question that he held dear to his heart has been answered.
I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah. So, and I love food, and I was wondering if there are any odd foods that you would recommend people try.
Oh man, odd foods.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I have pretty basic food tastes. I mean, I don't think a lot of like American people eat Indian food. And Indian food's delicious.
That's true. I have not tried much Indian food. I need to try that. I love, different types of foreign foods and everything, but I have not tried much Indian food.
I grew up like around a lot of Italians, so they never had Indian food. They just thought it was disgusting or whatever. Then I tried it. It's delicious.
Is there a particular like Indian dish that you really like?
Anything with curry, like chicken curry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I see.
Mwah.
It's awesome. I gotta try it.
Yeah. And then their dessert too. It's like a glazed ball or something. I don't know. Nice. It looks like a munchkin. It's just this thing. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. Whatever it is.
That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta try it. And finally, have you ever had like a near-death experience that you would like to share?
Okay. So there was a time in the winter, it snowed during the night, and so in the morning the front steps were all like icy.
Yeah. And
I tripped and falled, and the edge of the step hit the back of my head. Right? Oof. So it hurt. And I like passed out for a second, like I felt like I was dying. Nothing happened. It was just me getting shocked by hitting my head back, right?
Yeah.
But I thought I was dying.
What was that like passing out? Like did you have visions when you were passed out, or did you just come back like?
It's like you can see what's in front of you, and all of your everything you hear, it just goes like
Holy
like this electronic noise.
That's freaky.
And you can't move, and you're really trying to. But eventually, I'm like, I ain't dying here. I'm getting up, and I got up, and I ran inside the house, and I'm all disoriented. So I'm like, Mom, I hit my head. Mom, I hit my head. I need to go to the hospital. And she's like, what the hell's going on? And she took me to the hospital, and I was okay. But
okay, good. Hopefully
I imagine that's what death feels like.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh my gosh. At least it wasn't like a into the void or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm floating over my body. Yeah. Oh god, if that started happening, I'd freak out.
I gotta totally rewatch that movie. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's.
Anyways, yeah. Where can people find you on social media?
At Ralph Seppi. So and Twitter, same thing for Instagram. I believe it's Ralph the Movie Maker on Instagram. I don't really post there.
I see.
Reddit.com/Ralph the Movie Maker. Right.
Oh, you have your own subreddit. Nice.
Yeah, and my channel.
Well,
YouTube.
Perfect.
/Ralph the Movie Maker. That's it.
Yeah. And for those who didn't know, you can vote on upcoming guests on the Just Too Good Reddit, linked in the description. $2 plus Patreon supporters can listen to the audio of each episode early. You can find a link to the Patreon in the description as well. And it's been a pleasure to have you on, Ralph. And I mean, this is incredible. It's been a pleasure to be here. Yeah, finally. Either way, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.
Peace. Bye.